Now now that we have done this, there is one more column I want to add in. So I'm just going to make space for one more column, and I would name this the SVS score. So what is SVS? So SVS, if you want to span out, it will be search volume dash significance score. Alright, so why do we have this extra term right here? Because there is a lot of debate among my community where they say, which one should I target for keywords? Should I sort my keywords based on significance, or should I actually target my keywords based on search volume? Alright, because those are there's a lot of search volume right here, but not a lot of significance. So which keyword is the best for us to start with? So thereby we have the solution, which is SVS score. Alright, so we're going to start defining what SVS is. It's just a simple multiplication of both scores, equals to this times your significance score. I click enter, and I'm just going to populate the rest, so every row has a SVS score. And with that, I'm going to sort this by largest to smallest according to SVS score. So what this means is that regardless of whether search volume or significance, they are both important, right? So how do we find out which is the most important? You multiply that together to get your SVS score. You sort it by highest to lowest, and thereby you have technically sorted out the high hitting keywords to target on Amazon all the way down to the low hitting keywords that you should target. Alright, so we are going to be launching our Amazon PPC keywords based on the SVS score. Alright, so this is the reason why we include SVS score in there as an arbitrator. Okay, so I'm going to head back to my original market dominator sheet. Basically, the only difference is I've added in this table here. It's just going to be a compilation of what X-Ray has already given us, right? So it's just a mere data entry work right there. Okay, but it shouldn't be any different. Alright, so we just been through the SVS score. So now I'm going to start by launching my PPC campaign for all these keywords based on my SVS score. Alright, so the first step is always to normalize my keywords. So what does normalization of keywords mean? Normalization of keywords just simply means that I'm going to remove all the plural like s. I'm going to remove the conjecture keywords like in, and, with, the, for, right? So all these keywords, I'm going to remove them out just for the purpose of the Amazon algorithm for PPC. So I'm going to explain more of that, why we do that. So to explain normalization, I'm going to just take perhaps this keyword as an example, egg pen. Alright, so egg pen is a normalized keyword. It's already at its base, egg and pen, without any plural and conjecture. So why do we do that? So let's say egg pen, when you launch it in Amazon Exact Match. Okay, so Amazon Exact Match campaign, when you launch it under egg pen, you put through the algorithm, it will also target eggs pen. So for example, like this, egg pens with S, or egg for pen. I know it doesn't make sense in the English word, but to the algorithm, it's going to target this if some customers search for this as well. Egg with pen with the S inside. So there's a lot of combination that exact match egg pen will show up for in advertising. Okay, so this is the reason why we normalize all these keywords here if it appears right here, so that we do not cannibalize each other in your exact campaign. You do not want to launch an exact campaign of egg pen and then maybe another one with egg pens. Right, so imagine if you launch these two campaigns separately in Amazon, these keywords will also show up for the same keywords here, and you're bidding against each other. In a way, you're bidding against yourself. You're paying Amazon more money just to show up for, let's say, this keyword here, eggs pen. Alright, so you do not want that to happen. That's why we normalize the keyword. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's normalize them. Alright, so I would always like to create a new column. In fact, I would like to create a new market dominator sheet just to go through all of these keywords that is normalized. Alright, so I'm just going to copy some of this here. Just gonna copy all my results here. I put it in my new sheet here, and I'm just going to normalize it. So by normalization, I mean just looking down, removing all keywords with conjecture like this. In is a conjecture. Omelette like this. I'm looking for plural, like cooking tools with the S. I remove that. Accessories. Alright, so this is a special case. I'm just going to put with a Y. So I'm just looking for, alright, here we go, square pen. So without the S for pen, and remove the 4. So this is what I mean by normalizing keywords. So you do not double bid on existing exact match keywords. Alright, Japanese kitchen gadgets. And yeah, so you just go down the list, alright? So I'm just going to do this off camera with the power of video editing. I will skip forward to that. Alright, so we are back. Now that we have normalized all our keywords, remove the plurals, remove the conjecture, with, and, or, the, or these kind of keywords from your keyword phrase, we are ready to launch. Okay, so one PPC tip that you can take is you do not want to launch more than 5 keywords per campaign. And usually I like to denote that with a color coding like this. Alright, so especially if their search volume is very high, like egg pen, I would like to limit it to probably these 2 keywords here in one campaign, and these keywords here will probably have another campaign that takes 5. Okay, or around this range. So I do not want to have too many distribution of keywords in a certain campaign. So like this, I'm just going to highlight it like that to show that this will be in the first exact match campaign, these 2 keywords. The next exact match campaign will have these keywords. Then this, because there's a 23k search volume here, I'm just going to put it in another campaign like this. Alright, so all in all, you do not want most of them to exceed a total of 30,000 search volume in a single exact match campaign like this. So like this also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maximum of 5 keywords per campaign, alright? And a maximum of 30,000 search volume per campaign. So just remember these 2 tips before you create your exact campaigns. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this is less than 30k search volume, and I can squeeze in 5 keywords right here. Alright, so this is just my color coding to be able to tell me that this is one campaign, this is another exact campaign. When I create it in Amazon, I can tell, and I can reference back to this Excel sheet right here. So let's go to Amazon's advertising console right now to create this. Okay, so we're back on Amazon. So let's go to this new portfolio that we created, Egg Pen Exact. So we're just launching exact match keywords based on this. I'm going to go create a new campaign under this portfolio. Okay, so this is sponsored products. Alright, so once again, nomenclature is very important. So I'm just going to put my number, my product name, then this will be exact match. Now, my final details, I will class them according to SVS score. So SVS, so this is 71,000. So roughly around this much to 143k. So there's a certain identifier for me to track. This campaign literally means these keywords here. Alright, so as you go down, you begin to find that this detail is very helpful for you to maintain your proper structure of your campaign. Right, so I also copy this same into the campaign name. Right, daily budget to $20. I'm not going to launch the other marketplace for this. Alright, so in this case, I'm putting manual targeting, keyword target, enter my own list. I don't want anything except exact, and it's only these 2 keywords here. Alright, check that they have been normalized, no plural, no conjecture, and there we go. I would target them like this. Okay, so initially when you first launch, this is the suggested bid. Our recommendation, go 20% higher. than what they provide right here. So it's probably about 35 cents, $1.35. In this case, 191. So I'll probably just go about $2.10. Okay, so you want to do this because you're still a new ASIN, you have no reviews, people do not know you, and as most importantly, Amazon doesn't know you yet. So throughout a slightly higher than usual suggested bid, 10 to 20%, will be very good for you to kickstart your entire launch. Alright, and we understand that this can be very expensive, but this is your investment phase. Just treat it like you are paying this much to show up to Amazon, or to Amazon's customer, and to let Amazon know that you are very relevant for this keyword, and thereby you deserve to get some kind of organic rank for these two keywords here. Okay, so bid down only. I'm not going to input any negative targeting here, and just launch the campaign. Alright, so this is my first exact match campaign. I'm going to do another one with the next set right here, so at least you'll be more familiar on how we can launch. And after that, you can create your own based on your own market dominator sheet. Okay, go back to Eggpan Exec. It's right here. Create new campaign. Sponsored products. I'll copy. This time around, instead of 1, I'll put number 2. And I'll change my SVS score to reflect accordingly right here. So it's 24K. In fact, if you want to go out, you can even go to 24.8, right? To be as granular as you like. All the way to 71.2. Okay. There we go. Add this product here. Manual targeting. Keyword target. Enter list. Broad phrase remove. These 4 keywords. Just copy it right there. Alright, check again. Normalization. And add keywords. Alright, so same thing, everything increase up by 20%, right? So if you find that this is a bit troublesome, right, you can do it after you create the campaign. I'm going to show you right now. I'm not going to adjust the bid here. I'm just going to carry on creating my campaign first. Let's create this, paste the same name, and I launch. Okay. So now I want to increase my keyword bid to above 20% above suggested bid. So I'll go back to this campaign that I just created. Go into the ad group. So this is a quick way for you to adjust all the bid properly without doing the math as well. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to expand this out. Okay, so all this, make sure that you just apply suggested bid. Just check suggested bid. If not, you just click on this. Click on apply suggested bid. That's the first step. Then adjust the bid here. Set the bid increase bid by percentage. And in this case, I'm going to increase by 20%. And click save. And Amazon will calculate it for me right here. And you're done. That's all. You have created your exact campaigns like this. Alright, so your next step is to create the remaining keywords that you have, alright, all the way, right, until you, my recommendation, create all of these campaigns until you reach about maybe number 60 to 100 is good enough for you to start with your first initial launch in your exact match campaign. And these are a lot of keywords that are very relevant, that's very useful for you in your initial launch. Okay, so I will begin to create them off camera, alright, and I'll see you back once we are done with this. And this will be next video, right? So take care. Cheers.